Yes, I'm back, guys. This is TPIM SR Live. Ready or not, here it comes. Today's date, July 8th, 2019, year of our Lord. Yeah, we got a great show for you today. Let's get into it. Hold on one second. I got to get a couple of things together.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not. Here I come, here I come, here I come.
Yes! Best day ever. Ha! What's up, Sister Pamela? Brother 144002300. Days in the house. And the rest of you chatters. The swamp is flooded, y'all. And hopefully those rats don't find a log to sit on. Peace and power. You know, a lot of you guys don't understand, man. Right now, we have a situation where China also has a harp. China also has the capability to initiate earthquakes. Flood in DC, earthquake in LA. Let's just shake it up a bit. You want a trade war? I'll give you a trade war. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, more illegals are dying. And I'm not even going to refer to them. More human beings are dying at our southern borders because of covert actions that we take in their nations. We have the precipice. Hold on, before I get started, I'm going to call Dr. Short. I want to make sure he's okay. I want to make sure Dr. Short's okay. Yeah. That's my buddy. And we're going to see what's up.
Ready to pair.
Hold on, what? Oh, is it paired? Yes, it's paired. Okay, we're good to go then. Let's call Dr. Short real quick. Okay. It should be ringing. I know my phone's active. Huh. That's weird.
Please leave your message for.
That was weird. Hold on one second, guys. Let me try this one more time. Because it didn't even ring. Oh, there we go. He might not pick up, Yao.
Please leave your message.
All right. Well, he's obviously busy. Hopefully he's safe. But let me show you what I'm talking about. What's up, Brother Al? Welcome to the show. China's HARP array. Okay, China and Russia together, controversial, blah, blah, blah. Hold on 1 second. This is what I'm talking about. The field of dreams here is not really quite a dream that we all want to participate in. I'm telling you right now, Yao. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. This is just a hope in the shot. In the dark.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
And it was shot down. That was the last call, Yao. Unless you guys have someone in particular you want me to call. All right. What's up with the rains? What's up with the earthquakes? What's up with the people getting poisoned? And soon, there's going to be hurricanes. The earth is out of whack, y'all. My radio is noisy, and I got so much interference lately. Because, brother Al, it's the HARP array. They're shooting energy in the stratosphere, which is bouncing down allegedly. But I believe it's bouncing down off the dome. But I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to be demonetized. I mean, that's just the most retarded shit I ever heard. We can send radio waves into far reaches into the outer space to talk to the quote unquote satellites, that pass Saturn and all that. But yet on Earth, if we shoot another set of energy into the sky, it bounces off the stratosphere. Yeah. Okay. Sure. But see, the way the money's played, NASA can never tell you that we're basically in a dome because then, well, how can you justify all those billions of dollars at this point of research and so-called development? You see how this becomes rather ugly, rather fast. Now, I want to, hold on. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be like, True Power's wrong, but I can do it like this. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, yeah. What the hell? And this is supposed to be high-speed internet. Can HARP generate a earthquake? Hold on 1 second. Let's see what this is saying. Oh, come on, man. Oh, this is just retarded. Hold on. I'm on some sort of wacky page that is totally whacked out. Hold on, let me go to a YouTube video. At least then I know that. Wait. So, hold on. Oh my gosh, come on. Anyhow, I'm trying to get up this famous physicist. Oh, is it gonna play? Is it gonna play? Of course, we're gonna have to bear through an ad, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, this is getting ridiculous, man. I don't want your damn cookies. All I want to do is get a little bit of information and move on. All right, here we go, guys. I told you.
On a delicious global adventure. Incredible. It's a big
Oh
world
my
out there.
God. And I can't even mute this damn commercial. I can't even mute it.
Sunday, July
I don't care
21st
about
at 10
Gordon's
on
stupid
National
ass
Geographic.
Ramsey. Who cares? Oh, and I sat through all that just for a reading fucking bullshit, and you guys can't even see it. Oh my God. This is. Anyhow, guys, HARP causes atmospheric anomalies to heat up, sending energy down into the earth, causing earthquakes. Also, another thing that causes an earthquake is a high yield nuclear bomb exploding on a fault line. Let's. All right, at least I can spare you guys. We'll listen to this other song.
Daddy or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, here I come, here I come, here I come. Ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, here I come, here I come, here I come.
All right, y'all. I'm back. Okay, well, I was trying to look up on the side note. I couldn't find. Sorry. I could not find it. But it was a video that was totally going to explain how HARP actually works in a nut and bolts aspect. Because I just don't want people to be like, oh, you know, he says this, so therefore, so no, I want you to know for yourself the same information I have. I can only articulate the information, but you know, coming from me, I mean, it is credible, but you know, it's not verifiable like coming from someone else. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back. And bam. Epstein charged with sex trafficking. Please not guilty. Nude photos of underage girls. You see, when we have a society that our leaders can associate with such a character and no one even gives a crap. Both of the candidates had ties to this guy, Hillary Clinton, through herself and Bill, and Donald J. Trump. But we want to say the lesser of two evil. You see these people floating on the creek? This is what happens when you compromise. Sister Sherry, well, welcome. Welcome to the show. This is what happens when you compromise. Lesser of two evil. You get calamity. You get catastrophe. You get destruction because you're not willing to stand up for what's right. And that's what I hope that this next election cycle we do away with this notion of voting for the lesser of two evils and we vote for the righteous, or else we demand a righteous candidate be placed on the ballot. Brother James, welcome to the show. And thank you for listening, my friend. Thank you for watching and supporting the show. I know I got some, good feedback from the show I did yesterday. And the show I did yesterday was not an attack on atheism. It was an attack on them basically crushing all the other religions so that anyone who's any way, shape, or form religious or faithful is basically considered a retard. DVN, check in. I've always said, when people refuse to do what's right, the universe refuses to deal with them rightly. You could have all the money in your world, but guess what? Yeah, that cannot save you from a little biological agent, whether it be a bacterium or virus. You can have all the money in the world, but guess what? That can't buy you real friends and real people who want to be around you, want to see you. Del Marve. What's Del Marve, Sister Cherry? I don't know what that is. I know what the Department of Motor Vehicle is. What's up, Ty? Welcome to the show, brother. Look, what I want you all to see is that the world is spinning crazily or faster and faster to the totality of this thing. Near DC, it's better. Well, I just try to call Dr. Short. Let me try him again, because I do want to make sure he's okay. I know he lives fairly close to the White House, and if the White House is leaking, well, then, you know. Come on, doctor. Pick up.
Fuck you.
Hey, doctor, how you doing?
I need to call you in a couple, maybe like 2 hours.
All right.
We're hustling.
Okay, I'll call you back.
But
Okay.
All right.
All right, brother. Peace.
Bye. Is that Reverend Coleman? No.
All right. All right, well, there you go. Dr. Short sounds to be okay. I'll talk to him in a couple hours. Maybe do another late night show if he wants to do something, around about 9 or so. But anyhow, let me go to Google. Let me ask Google a very important question. Is the UK ready to go to war with Iran? Wow. I don't know if you guys caught this article from the independent UK news. Trump says he has no exit strategy if the US goes to war with Iran. And that was back in June 25th, 2019. I'm telling you, the clouds are gathering, y'all. The clouds are gathering. I wish I had something I wish there was something juicy that the judge could put his 2 cents on. Oh, no. I didn't want to go there. Oh my God. I bet you this is going to be. I'm in DMV. Oh, Maryland. I heard that Maryland's rather expensive, though, to live in. For real. Not quite expensive as New York, but up there. Let's see what this is talking about.
This is our grain basket. This is our conveyor belt.
Oh,
These are the owners. You can visit us in store or online.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What the? Oh, you
Need an
guys.
exit strategy. I don't need exit strategies.
Hold on.
Exit strategy for Iran if war does break out. Second, do you have an exit strategy for Iran if war does break out?
You're not going to need an exit strategy. I don't need exit strategies.
Exit strategy for Iran if war does break out. Second, do you have an exit strategy for Iran if war does break out?
You're not going to need an exit strategy. I don't need exit strategies.
Yeah, you do. Or else people are gonna die for no damn reason. What's up, Brother King? Brother Murder? Welcome to the show, yeah. What it is, man, and I hate to say this, man, this goes out to all the brothers and sisters in uniform right now. Unfortunately, the citizenry has failed y'all. We have elected a bunch of incapable, incompetent nitwits who cares not for your life. And that's our bad as a citizenry. We failed you guys. Hopefully in 2020, we can get it right. I've never been there. I've been to Rolf Beach and down 52. He is speaking truth. You know, Iran, Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan, countries in Kemet, countries in Southeast Asia, even in Latin and South America. We got our fingers all over the world. No, he is. Listen, when he says he's going to annihilate these people, he means it, Brother James. He means it. All I'm asking is let's not go there. We already know we are supreme militarily. And if you don't know, I'm telling you right now, the United States is the baddest military on the planet. We are the badasses on the block. Now, you might not like that. You might not like the country. You might not like the politics, blah, blah, blah. But irregardless of your wants or likes, that's the facts. But when you talk to brothers and sisters who have come back from these conflicts and their souls are dead because they killed people, then you understand what I'm trying to avoid. Then you understand what I'm trying to check everybody to get you to understand. Most people cannot handle the reality of putting another human being in the damn dirt. That's the problem the military has. They can train you. They can instruct you, they can guide you, but they cannot make you a natural born killer that's functionable. Yes, you can kill, but what happens after you kill? You crack up. After you kill, you can't go on. After you kill, you look at the world fundamentally differently. Those are all disadvantages. What they really want, and I hate to say this, is homicidal maniacs who's capable of controlling their bloodlust. They want people who are willing and able to kill, but after they kill, they can come back home and not people start disappearing around the damn neighborhood. That's what they want, but that's not what you get. This is a universe that is so twisted. If you have plenty of water, you don't have enough food. If you have enough food, you don't have enough water. There's always a deficit somewhere. Hey, stop it. You hit it sensitive. I know. But listen, I was at the store today and got me fired up, man. And there was a couple older guys sitting there talking about, how we're free. The military makes us free and all this jazz. That's not true. What makes us free is each citizen wants to be free, and we understand that we have to come together in a collective way to make this happen. The military is nothing but the instrument to either attack or defend. Attack on behalf of the citizens or defend the citizens. Our freedom comes from God, the Most High, because we are all divine beings, because we're his sons or daughters. What is this?
A car, PJ.
Okay, well, take it back in the room.
But come on home.
All right. Now, I want you guys to see something right here U.S. debt clock. I know. I go there. I go here all the time. But the only reason why I go here, because I know if I don't, man, people think it's a joke. People think it's fake. But $22 trillion isn't fake.
Dad.
No, just take that back to the room. I'll help you in a minute. Sister Sherry, I want you to know you owe the government $182,249. And you can diddle that too, Brother Al, Brother James, Brother Paul. Just in case you didn't know, you need to cut a check for $182,249. Make that payable to the U.S. government. And that's everybody in this chat room right now. Each and every one of you owes this much money. And I want to ask you guys this. When the bill collector comes, when the repo man comes a calling, what's going to happen when you don't have that bread, that cheddar to make your little life better? What's going to happen to you? What do you think's going to happen to you? Oh, it's all good. You know, what's $22 trillion amongst friends? We had better wake up. We had better wake up. And at the same time, our national debt's going up, guys. The number of abortions is increasing also. And you guys might not understand this, but every human being born into citizenry is born into this debt. So it really reduces the debt across the board for all of us because it's all the debt's tied to all of our labor. You mean, and hold on. Someone sees James Ramsey. Sees him right now. He's speaking truth. I didn't want to say the F word, Federal Reserve. How about if I just say still reserve instead? But yes, James is absolutely right. The Federal Reserve owns us lock, stock, and barrel. We don't want to accept this because we want to be the home of the brave, land of the free, apple pie. Hey, Chaz, welcome to the show, buddy. Not my fault for the high IQ crowd. Can't manage stolen money. Listen, our duly elected officials in 1913 gave the country over to the Federal Reserve. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. If I had that kind of money, I would be watching this podcast from undisclosed location. You know, and this is the sad thing about it. I want to hold on. I'm gonna do a live call to a friend because we're talking about the finances still. Hold on, let me put this on my earpiece. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hello? Hey, Mr. Trucker, I'm doing a live show real quick. If you have maybe 15 minutes, I want to ask you a question about what's that? Vanguard and the other company that made $6 trillion. All right, hold on. I got the trucker on, financial advisor. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Could you tell us? Good afternoon. And would you share with us the information about two companies that are insidious and they got their tentacles everywhere?
Okay. Well, basically how it works is like this. You know, when you have a publicly traded company, any company that's traded on the stock market, the SEC governs how the investors can be made. So if you want to own some of the company but don't want to control the company, then what you can do is a lot less strict than if you want to go and you want to take over a company. So if I had the money to take over Microsoft, they would see me coming essentially. So as long as I only want to take over about 10 or 15%, then that's good. So if you look at almost every major company, like when you see crazy stuff happening in the news, you look at almost every major company and you look at the ownership, you look at what's called institutional investor. Almost every large company, whether it's Nike or Dick's Sporting Goods or, Harbor Freight, their number one institutional investor is almost always Vanguard or BlackRock, neck and neck. Both of them are independent funds. Each of them are worth over $6 trillion a piece.
Wow.
$4 trillion a piece, And I mean, it's an unfathomable money, amount of money. If you think about it, Jeff Bezos, he's got 160, maybe $200 billion. That's a lot of money for one person. But these companies, they can literally go in and purchase all these companies. Now they're not trying to control them, but between the both of them, they have 20 to 25% invested in any particular company. So if they leave that company or if they dump their stock, that company's pretty much run. Vanguard and BlackRock. You can look them up on NASDAQ.com.
So Vanguard, would you happen to know who's the CEO of that company?
Well, it's a mutual company, so it's owned by everybody who invests in their 401k. If you have a 401k, if you invest money in your company's investment account or whatever, look at it. Magellan is a big one, but Vanguard and BlackRock are the biggest in the world, biggest investors out there.
And are they pro-American companies? Do you know?
Well, that's what you got to look at. You look at the CEO of BlackRock, a gentleman by the name of Larry Fink, and
Larry Fink.
He doesn't make his politics as known as such, but every now and again he'll put a pronouncement out there, and he's involved in a issue called activist investor. He's an activist, investor, which means that they're getting away from investing in a company simply for profit. Now what they're doing is they're investing in companies that are green. They're pushing that, or they're investing in companies that don't, that they're not investing in companies that manufacture guns. And that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of power for a very few people to have. They're not elected. Well, they're not elected by us,
right?
But they're out there, and all you have to do is just kind of pay attention. The next time you see something crazy happening, and you think about why would Nike tick off a good amount of the people wearing shoes? Some people say to offend the flag, but why would they do that? Well, because who knows, but the institutional money says do it. They're going to do it.
So that's what it's all about.
Why would Dick's is a sporting good store, huge publicly traded company. Why would they say that they're no longer going to sell handguns? They're a sporting goods company.
Yes.
Who are their public? Well, because the institutional money says do it. They're going to do it.
So you're really talking about social engineering.
Well, I mean, it's more deep than that. It's not social engineering. Social engineering implies that there's a social element that's at least coercion. Even in a mob, you have at least the mob itself is ruled by more than one person. That's the mob. In this regard, it's a few people at the top. Mortimer Buckley. Mortimer, they call him Tim Buckley. He's the CEO of Vanguard. The CEO of Vanguard. Now, it's not his money. $6 trillion is not his, and he doesn't have absolute control. But he's got a lot of influence. These guys are very, very, very powerful. And so you pay attention to these people, and when you see the trend, like I've heard somebody say once, regarding like this Trump phenomenon, like how all the media, a lot of the media is up against him, and somebody said something to the effect of saying, well, let's say you have 10 major media outlets, NBC or
CNN,
MSNBC, CNN, you can go down the list, Time, New York. How can they all be against him? I mean, and then somebody said, so what, do you have hundreds or thousands of journalists all facing the point? And the answer is no. I mean, CNN, you know who owns CNN?
Used to be Ted Turner.
Well, no, not they just merged AT&T. AT&T owns that.
Okay.
Comcast owns MSNBC. Disney's out there, And so what happens is these companies are all owned. If you look at the parent company, the conglomerate, the company at the top, almost always BlackRock and Vanguard is right there. So I mean, they're they're members of the board. I mean, they're right there, and so that's why I say watch those two companies. Just I mean, I'm not saying that they're evil. They may be powers for good.
I doubt it.
They're a huge power at a time in the last 10 years. We've gone in debt $12 trillion. And the fantastic mind always wonders, where does that $12 trillion go? Where did it go? Well,
it went to BlackRock and Vanguard.
No, I mean, not directly. I mean, not absolutely, but it's where, nature loves a void, and where something disappears and something else reemerges on the other side. You watch it, smart person watches it. So that's it.
Wow. Well, I'm going to pull up these two institutions on the screen for the TV viewers, and we appreciate your time, buddy.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
All righty. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wow. Let's do that, Yao. Let's look at. Hold on. Let's look at these two here real quick. Vanguard and BlackRock. Vanguard and BlackRock institutional investors. Vanguard posed to top BlackRock in first quarter. March 27, 2019. Investment news, Yao. We see, you got to understand the flow of the money. And when you understand the flow of the money, everything else falls in right into place. The $5 trillion asset manager US ETF has absorbed about $17 billion since year's end, meaning this is poised to exceed their issuers for the period, including BlackRock. We'll open that up. BlackRock is in second place with $14 billion. Oh my God. In US iShares, net flow as of March 25th. Huh? No, just go, baby. Go in PJ's room and play. Everybody else is outside and she has to stay inside. So, oh my God. 6.9 billion outflow from this iShare Core SP 500, blah, blah, blah. I want to know who. Okay. Hold on. Who is the CEO of Vanguard? Mortimer J. Buckley. Now, doesn't that sound like something out of an Aaron Russo film? Mortimer. For $1, I will destroy America. Let's see what they say about him. Young elder, hopefully you're not buffering too bad. He was born in 1969, Boston, Massachusetts. Wayne, Pennsylvania. Tim Buckley. Other names. Why would they call him Tim Buckley? Mortimer. Okay. Vanguard Group. What's it say? The Vanguard Group is an American registered investment advisory based in Maryland, Pennsylvania, with over $5.3 trillion in assets under management. It is the largest provider of mutual funds and the second largest provider of exchange traded funds. That means these people are super rich. They got more money than most countries at their disposals. This is why everybody shoots for money. This is why everyone forsakes morality, righteousness, wanting to serve God. Serve Vanguard, get a piece of that $5.3 trillion, and you're living now. Brothers and sisters, this is why the collapse is coming. Vanguard is not an omnipotent operation. Vanguard is a money hoarding operation. They hoard $5.3 trillion. So every homeless brother or sister you see on the street, the reason why they're homeless is because Vanguard, BlackRock, others got the money. and you have nothing. And you have nothing. So you have to understand. This is what's often ultimately about. I almost guarantee you that, hold on. See, this is why I like Google, because Google's so stupid. As long as you ask the right questions, it will give you the answer you're looking for. Does Vanguard have any financial dealings with IG Farben? And I don't know if it was the myth of big business, blah, blah, blah. It ain't no myth. Hold on. BlackRock investment in IG Farben. Now, I'm not going to go like down. The business of okay, that's German. They'll Die Bear Monsanto fuse. What? See, the thing about it, the other day, remember when I was talking about, oh, this is all German, Yao. I can't do nothing with that. When I was talking yesterday about Deutsche Bank. Let's see hold on. Deutsche Bank and IG Farben. Well, looky here. Deutsche Bank. Hold on. I want to be able for you all to see it. Deutsche Bank's linked to Auschwitz funding. Go figure. Deutsche Bank would actually fund the building of the concentration camps, yeah. And this is coming from the New York Times. Historian combined through Deutsche Bank AG archives have found evidence that the biggest German bank helped finance construction of the Auschwitz. They say death camp, but it really should be concentration camp for politically correct. The chief historian of the bank said Thursday. So this is for all you guys who are interested. I post this link down here. Okay. Guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Without understanding the flow of money, you do not understand the flow of political action. You don't understand why countries do what they do. But once you see who's funding them and you understand their mentality, then you see it all crystal clear for yourself. You don't need me. You don't need no one else to explain it to you. You will see it. And this is what we need. We need you, listener. We need you, TV viewer, to understand this for yourself. Not to rely on the guests, not to rely on me or anyone else. Rely on that supercomputer in between your ears, your own brain. It truly is just this simple. Hold on. I seriously doubt whether they will give me this information. How much funding did DARPA receive this year? Oh, well, son of a bitch. My bad. DARPA received $3.556 billion this year. I hope you understand what that means. $3 billion. How many different research projects can you have simultaneously with that type of funding? You know, this is the lowball number. The real number is probably much higher. And don't get me wrong, I am not shitting on DARPA at all. DARPA is a vital part of our military industrial complex. And unfortunately, Yao, I know you guys are going to probably hate me for this, but at this point, we can't stop we can't stop it. The moment we stop the military industrial complex is the moment we are vulnerable to attack ourselves. DARPA, better known as the Skunk Works, has been a vital part. What are you going on? It has been a vital part of our nation's security and strength. I know that there's some of us who wants to see the country burn. All right. They hate the United States, they hate the history, they feel oppressed. But I'm asking you, brothers and sisters who aren't basically over the line, to hear me. Sincerely, I ask, if America was the United States of America was to descend into utter chaos, brother and sister, where would you go? What would you do? I make no bones about it, and I lie not. I have no other country to run to. I just have this. And I'm willing to put in the work to fix it, to make it the true bastion of freedom, an opportunity, and upward mobility in society for all, not just a few. But that's not good enough for some people. Some people actually wants this country to burn, baby, burn. I don't want it to. On its present trajectory, it certainly will. The level of disunity we have, the level of hate, enviness, and greed we show towards each other, you're not fixing this. Well, Chaz, brother, we can't fix anything unless we talk about what's needing to be fixed. If the windsor wipers aren't broke, why go and buy a new set of windsor wipers when you really have a flat tire? Wow. I want to read this comment for you all to get the gist. True, this is another level, especially when you see someone's life leave in your arm. That's what I want to avoid, Brother Al. I want to avoid the needless death of men and women who went down to that MEP station with nothing but hope, love, and patriotism in their heart. They hope for a better future. They love their country, and they're committed to the cause of defending the nation. I don't want to see any more of them die. I don't want to see any more of them maimed. I don't want to see any more coming back psychologically destroyed. Because these are good women and good men. I want them to be defended by you guys, the citizens. Instead of going to your voters' booth the election cycle, voting with your so-called conscience, vote for the betterment of those men and women in uniform. Vote for the ones who are going to be sent to battle, sent to their deaths, or sent to kill. Vote for them. Vote that we get leadership in place that understands and wants to make a brighter future, not just more money in their personal pockets. From Brother Chas. Been there, done that, like so many other vets who makes up the greatest percent of the homeless. Damn, Chaz. Damn. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're sitting here giving these fools millions and billions of dollars when Chaz can use a hand up. This is intolerable. This is shameful, nation. Shameful. We're going to allow men and women like Chaz to go out here and have nothing. While people who have never done an honest day's work, they don't have no calluses on their hands. They don't have no calluses on their hands. But they get all the damn benefits. They get all the stock options. They get all the financial consideration. It's high time we send leaders to Washington with express go. No more will any of our veterans have to worry where they lay their heads. If we had to put housing on every military base throughout this damn nation and the world that is set aside for veterans only, if these veterans went into the world that couldn't find a job for whatever reason, they got divorced, they got disabled, at least they can go and rest their head at that bed that has been prepared for them by law. Because that's the only thing these people understand. Everything else is irrelevant. You know, Brother Chaz, I want to say first and foremost, thank you for your service. And not a shallow just thank you. Thank you for actually putting your butt on the line. Now it's time for us citizens to put our votes behind you. Now it's time for the citizens to stand up. It's not enough just to every 4th of July wave a flag. Oh, I'm down with the yeah. What about when winter comes around and they have no food, they have no heat, they have no blankets? But yet, we're silent. Brother Bird, they screwed with the vets to keep their profits. Yes! They're not veterans to these people. They're just mere commodities. And it's high time, brothers and sisters, high time we recognize the good in these men and women and children. Even though that's been tamped back, it's kind of hard to get in the military at 17. But in the past, they have been able to fake their age. But these are some of the best of our societies, not the worst. They're not the dredge. They're not the maniacs. They're not the psychopaths. Maybe some of them when they come back home, but not when they go in. For the most part, I'm not saying everyone's 100%, y'all. I already know there's some racist, bigots, misogynists, assholes that join the military. I get it. And sometimes they go up in rank. But if you was to have 100 soldiers and you threw a stone in them, I guarantee you, you would probably hit a good person. And I hate to say it, because I know a lot of people are going to be pissed, but the same thing is true for law enforcement. Yes, I know there's evil motherfuckers in law enforcement that are out to harm people. I get it. There's also a lot of damn good people in there too that don't deserve the shit that they get. They can't change it from within because the higher ups are so corrupt. But they're still good people. And don't even get me started with the so-called criminal class. Because most of the so-called criminals out there are decent people. They're decent human beings. They just need to eat. They need to be entertained. Sister Sandra, ain't that right? Welcome to America. Brother Bird, I heard hundreds of horror stories from Vietnam vets when they were over there and when they came home. Yeah, we had Brother Troy Walker, Trooper Troy Walker, on the show. He broke it down with Vietnam. You were fighting the Viet Cong, and you were also fighting racist bastards in the uniform right beside you. I'm not saying there's not racists in the military. I'm not saying that, y'all. Because I can call some brothers right now that can tell you some stories that they had. And this wasn't back in the fucking 40s. This wasn't back in the 50s. It was in the 80s. Yeah, I'm sure it's continuing on. I can call a sister right now, Rhonda Harper. They can tell you about the military aspect from the Coast Guard when she went in there to be an officer to serve this nation, but basically was pointed out and targeted by haters. Brother, ain't no difference, no, in the Marine Corps. That breaks my heart, brother. It breaks my heart. Because we have an image of one thing, but the reality is totally different. Totally unnecessary. Sister Sandra, that is why Trump said that now vets can get mental health treatment in the community. They always needed it. Even some of our young people who haven't even been to the military need mental health. People, we are spiritually screwed. We are physically debased. We have been attacked on so many levels. How are you supposed to be mentally right? But no one wants to talk about these issues. No one wants to talk about the suffering of the mentally ill. And that pain crosses all lines: straight, gay, black, white, Asian, Latino. It doesn't matter. Vice Lord, blood. It don't matter. We're talking about issues of the soul, the brain, the soul, the heart. And it's not going to be fixed until we recognize these things, we call them out, and we actually treat them with compassion, patience, and love. Oh, you notice I didn't say pills. You notice I didn't say pills. Those pills. Now, I'm not going to sit here and shit on Western medicine. I'm not going to do that because I know many brothers and sisters who can hear me right now may be taking pills for whatever ailment they may have. But there's another way to get healthy as well. Through meditation, through drinking clean water, spring water, and through eating undebased foods that you grow. Believe it or not, you don't take that much. You don't need that much to consume to really live. Believe it or not. You don't have to have these 3 hulking meals a day. And most of that meal is useless nutrition. Sister Sandra, most people suffer from depression and anxiety and trauma. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Brother Al, I get a new psychiatrist every 6 months. And when I tell them what I seen, they say it ain't in your record. I say it ain't in the history books either. Do you hear that? Did you guys hear what I just said? The man tells the man, this is what's wrong. This is what I've seen. This is what I'm dealing with. And the man looks at some damn paper and tells Brother Al, it's not in your record, so therefore it don't exist. And what Sister Sandra just said here is another consideration, another very vital point. Our children are being diagnosed to be considered non-functional. What she really said there, our children are being diagnosed to be non-usable, no tangible good for them. So what do you do with people who are useless? They only consume and they do not produce. What do you do to them? You kill them. History has shown this over and over and over. You kill them. Useless eaters. Sister Sherry says it right there. And the sad thing about it, when we start using that colloquialism, useless eaters, it could be me. I'm a useless eater. It could be Brother James. He's a useless eater. Sister Sonia, you're a useless eater. Sister Sherry, Brother Al, you're useless. Everybody in this damn chat room's a useless eater because you do not have the right DNA. You do not have the right pedigree. And damn it, we just don't want you to live. That's what we're up against. And the reason you can sit here and think they're making this automation to make your life easier, bullshit. They're using this automation to be able to make automatic death easier for them. There's a few at the top, but many at the bottom, y'all. We're many at the bottom. Once the go sign for the hammer by whoever is truly in power is initiated, y'all, that's when pretend power will evaporate and the reality of being powerless will come into your conscious. What's up, K Jr.? Welcome to the show, buddy. I am a nobility, and so is the rest. Yes, Sister Sandra. Yes, yes, yes. But the problem is through trickery, the lack of honor, and deceitful tactics. The men, and yes, women, who are really running the planet in the shadow confederacy want to kill us. They want us dead. And it's not necessarily a color thing, it's a class thing on this level in particular. White brothers and sisters who are poor, you're useless eaters. Brown brothers and sisters who are poor, you're useless eaters. Asians and Polynesian poor brothers and sisters, you are useless eaters and you're slated for death. I would say small hat poor, but we know that don't exist. I'm just joking. Probably got demonetized just for saying that, but whatever. But poor Muslims, men and women, you're slated for death. Poor Hindu, men and women, you're slated for death. Poor Christian brothers and sisters, you're slated for death. I want you to know. I want it to be in your damn face. So when they come to drag your ass to the damn train, you can't say, I didn't know, boss. I didn't know. Me didn't know what's going on. Well, you should know. And I don't personally, I'm going to tell you this from the heart, from the whole realm, whole universe. I wish not death on any of you. I only wish hope, peace, and power for your own protection to each and every one of you. I want you all to prosper. I want you all to have lives. I want you all to fall in love. I want you all to raise families and enjoy one another. That's all I want. I don't want to control you. I don't want to be your quasi leader. None of that. Because the person who should be leading you is the person you see the first thing you look in the mirror. You are your own leader. Lead yourself. That's what we need. We need you to lead you. And to raise children to be leaders of themselves. It should be obvious that whenever you stop thinking for yourself, you stop controlling yourself, you stop making moves for yourself and allow others to do these things for you, you should know that you're marked for death. You should know you're marked for enslavement. You should know you're marked for being impoverished. You are the best leader for you. No one else can substitute that except for the Most High himself, but he ordained you to lead yourself. That's why he gave you a brain. That's why he gave you a soul. And that's why he gave you a body. Use it. It's laziness that got us where we're at now. Mental, spiritual laziness. We'll rather sit up here and hear somebody's sweet words than think about something and go and do it. And then you want to complain why someone has a boot on your damn neck. Laziness only begets one thing: poverty. Period. You see all this money floating around this damn country. $6 trillion going to Vanguard. $6 trillion going to BlackRock. $3 billion going to DARPA. And the list goes on and on. Where's your reparation in that, man, woman? Where's your reparation? It's where your work lies. If we're not going to be serious about our liberation, if we're not going to be serious about our reparations, and if we're not going to be serious about the future of our nation, then by God, we deserve whatever we got coming. There's too many experts out here. There's been too many leaders who had sincerity in their hearts, but their bodies have been opened up by bullets. It's time to stop being scared to die and start being more afraid of not living free. Until we get to that point, and I don't know when, brothers and sisters, we will collectively get to that point. But this will not be a free nation. You will not have a free life. And more than likely, you will die in frustration and unfulfilled dreams. And that type of death should only be reserved for cowards, not good men and women like you. You are better than this, people. You are much better than this. Sorry about getting emotional, y'all. But when I think of freedom and liberty, I can't help myself. But this hour's up. Went over by a few minutes. I do sincerely thank you all for bearing with me. This has been a terrific podcast, terrific show. This will conclude TPIM SR Live. I'm your host, True Powers Mind. Today's date, July 8th, 2019, the year of our Lord. I ask you, brothers and sisters, live your life with integrity, without hate, without envy or greed. As always, brothers and sisters, let's really try to be kinder to one another. And I leave you with peace and power. Thank you all.